This summer has unexpectedly been the most life-changing and important part of my life. Before the summer began, Rabbi Oliver had approached me and asked me if I'd be interested in doing a few weeks of learning in Israel. He reassured me, and all I had to do was show up. And it was genuinely like the most incredible experience of my life. A week after I got home from Israel, I was able to have the opportunity to come to Poland with Hillel. So the trip has been absolutely incredible. It's been really difficult, really beautiful, but within 24 hours of me arriving here, I received a call that my great-grandmother passed away. My great-grandmother was an Auschwitz survivor, and she had passed away at the age of 102. And unfortunately, I was not able to be with my family for the Levaya, but I was in the next best place, which was Poland, and we were able to go to the caver of the Hillel of Lublin the following day, and we were able to say a tefillah in her honor, in her memory, and I had the opportunity to be able to talk about her and share her story. And I was comforted by my friends and the amazing Hillel family that I have here with me.
What I found the most incredible about our mission to Poland was the attention to detail and how everything was thought out. It just worked, allowing the trip to be even more impactful and profound. To prepare, Hillel gave us the opportunity to sit down for lunch with survivors on campus. Then we sat together at the Oliver home to share our reasons for joining and hear from survivor Paul Golan, who did his best to prepare us for what lay ahead. Having Yosef David there with his soulful voice and soothing music at those key times was a treat and was really comforting during the heavy experience that we went through together. Malach Franks got this incredible, powerful voice, and he shared his chazanes, led Havdalah, Kiddush, Kel Moles, and sang with us at those cemeteries, memorial sites, and many unused shuls that we visited. He brought us back to what it must have sounded like 500 years ago when our families davened there. Every day we found ourselves at the kfarim of incredible giants and legends of our people. We learned about their lives and what they stood for. For example, the Netziv, the Hillel of Lublin, Rabbi Hillel of Rockland, the Ramah and his shul, and the humbly worn-out grave of Yasala, the holy miser. At each of these places, we discovered, learned, davened, and connected. Another brilliant idea that I have no idea how Hillel pulled off was the incredible dynamic of bringing Angela Oroz, aka Angie, on the trip. When we met Angie, we could feel her warm personality through her bright smile, and we all instantly loved her. Her story is historically unbelievable. She was born in Auschwitz and survived there until liberation. She's so relatable, full of advice, warmth, wit, and deep, deep faith.
This is the first time like a crowd got it out and he gave it all the story, so take good care of it.
We will. Thank you.
There is no complaining in Auschwitz. I don't want to complain.
She became like everyone on the trip's bubby because she sat on the bus with us, schmoozed with us in the hotels at night, and she really just blew us away with her wisdom, wit, and stories.
By coming back to those sites and looking at that history, it became very real to me and it almost came alive. And it's an experience that I'm never going to forget. Every generation that can actually visit those sites is one step closer to perhaps witnessing it in a sense. I never had that family who talked about the Holocaust. I was with fellow participants who had family that were in the same cities, that lived in the same cities that we were in, went to the same concentration camps that we visited. And those members shared those testimonies, and that really brought it alive.
What I felt most connected to on the second day of this trip so far was the pile of ashes that I stood by. My last name is Katz, and every time people ask me what my name is, I say, Katz, oh, are you related to this person? Are you related to that person? And my answer, before they even finish their question, is no. And the reason why it's no is because of the pile of ashes and the many other piles of ashes that are scattered around this country, because the Katzes that I would have been related to are in the pile.
And being in the camp today, the camp that was just rubble and was a monument, it was a little bit jarring because you could see the name of the town that my family came from. The trains that arrived from Snyatan, where they were from, there were 3 trains that came from there in 1 year. We now know what train they were on. We know what month they arrived in the camp. We know when they died. Looking at the monument with the name of the town that your family came from makes it personal.
I met Rabbi Oliver and Chevy 4 years ago. I made sure to put in the time to get to know them, and I know that they put in that same amount of time, if not more, into getting to know me. And I'm grateful for that because look at where I am today in Poland. Today's experience in Auschwitz was a mixed feelings of sad, humbled, grateful, walking with Hillel and having the opportunity to say Kaddish for my father and having in mind of the 6 million Jews was a very unique experience that I was able to have, and I'm grateful that I was able to do so.
Being involved with Hillel over these years, I've definitely met a lot of cool people, but this was my first immersive experience with Hillel. My first time spending an extended period of time going through a process of transformation with other people from the Hillel community, and it's really strengthened my relationships with those people. I've really gotten to know who they are, and you know where they're from, what their families are like, and honestly, everyone's just super cute and such loving, deep, hearts-to-get people. This trip gave me a deep, deep appreciation for the members of the Hillel community and how really, I have to say, it's a really warm and welcoming community. The people are very humble and really open, and I think that's just a testament to Rabbi Dov and Chevy, who are really warm, open their home, and you know, everyone is as important to them. You know, everyone is worth a conversation. I think that's really special. It's really nice to feel right at home.
Matzilenu,